Hey, how you doing, besties? It's me, Wattles. Over the past 6 months or so, a bunch of various Minecraft updates have been added to the game that kind of span across your entire world. Whether you're just coming back to Minecraft, starting that 2-week phase, or you've been locked into your world and you just don't know what to do, here are a bunch of different things you should do for the new Minecraft updates. Add a build or a farm to the list down below, tap that like button, subscribe, and, well, you know what rhymes. Happy Ghast! At the time of the recording of this video, this is the newest Minecraft update that is actually out. The Happy Ghast is a beautiful Minecraft feature that will let you explore far and wide. Perhaps even, for the short kings, help you reach heights you have never seen before. Once you get your hands on one, the Happy Ghast is sure to become a very important part of your world. Which means it should probably have a home too. So though the wandering mechanics of the Happy Ghast are pretty smart, and in theory, it shouldn't wander too far away from home sweet home, well, in survival Minecraft, it'd be a heck of a lot easier to have some sort of landing platform, a ghast port, if you will, for your base. Not this ghast port here, you're probably going to want to have a couple of things. Definitely going to want to have some snowballs on hand, just in case this guy starts to wander a little bit too far away. It's always a good idea to have a couple of spare harnesses, and then absolutely a lead. If you throw your Happy Ghast on a lead and attach it to a fence, well, that'll help halt its wandering even more. A little build something like this will not only make your Happy Ghast even more happy, but way more easy to find when you need it. Now, the first quarter of 2020 was all about those beautiful brand new plants. Whether you're talking those cool new grass variants, perhaps the perfect plant for decorating, the new bush, or maybe even the most beautiful one, the firefly bush, if you want more of these plants, well, it's all up to the bones. For those reasons, and honestly more, right now is a better time than ever before to set yourself up a simple little bone meal machine inside of your world. Now, building one of these things is insanely easy. 2 hoppers, 2 chests, and 1 composter, and you're good to go. This little machine is best paired with some other sort of produce producing farm inside of your world, so hopefully you've got one of those. Once you've set up one of these handy little things inside of your world, the top chest, put everything that you don't want inside of it. Then give it a little bit of time, and automatically in the background, it will actually take care of all of the bone meal doings for you. In the bottom chest, after a little bit of time, infinite bone meal. Oh, now back to one of the newer stars of the show here, the Happy Ghast. Whether you're desperately trying to stand on the shore and get one of these things' attention, or you have big hopes and dreams of becoming a newfound... Becoming newfound parent and growing up Happy Ghast faster than ever before, snowballs are the big ticket to success here. Aye, well, look who decided to finally show up. All smile and no brains, huh? Because of the Happy Ghast, and honestly just because of free blocks, it's a great time to build a snow farm. Setting up a snow farm is so easy. In fact, it's like literally way too easy to build one of these things. Make sure you build this inside of a biome in which snow can actually form, though. So we're going to start out with a solid block on the ground that is not a diggable block. So something like stone will do. Then 2 blocks of snow, a little ring of solid non-diggable blocks. And then finally, last but not least, a carved pumpkin. Walk up to your newfound contraption with, in my opinion, an iron shovel or better. That'll do the best trick here. Aim at the very corner of the block. And I mean, come on, you have to have built one of these things before, right? Even better, it doesn't even take a lot of snowballs to make a lot of snow blocks. Swords. It's always a good idea to have a good sword. Look, not that we're gonna do anything bad with this sword, but this sword with a beautiful name, oh my god. Right now is a better time than ever before to finally get looting 3 on your sword, if you haven't. Of course, not that you'd ever, but brand new beautiful cow, looting 3. That's a whole lot of beef and leather. Cool new Minecraft chicken, looting 3. That's a lot of feathers. Or maybe you're inside of the nether, looting 3. That's a whole lot of gas here and gunpowder. Moral of the story here, looting 3, it's always great to have. If you've been putting it off, get it right now. And actually, speaking of looting, on Minecraft Java, all the more incentive to get looting. You're gonna wanna have gas tiers for this update. Here's a cool little trick that I keep talking about. In order to pull this one off, we'll need our beautifully named looting 3 sword, but also on top of that, another fire name. No, but seriously, did you do both of these? We'll want to have a good bow too. So there's a little bit of a balance to the force here, if you will. On Minecraft Java, this trick will work. On Minecraft Bedrock, gas spawn way more commonly inside of the Soul Sand Valley. But let's say you were on Minecraft Java. To pull this off and get more gas tiers, put the bow in the offhand, your sword in your on-hand. Take out a ghast with your bow. And as long as you had your looting 3 sword in your main hand, well, looting will actually apply to the ghast that you just took out. This will help you get gas tiers way more quickly, so you can make infinite dried ghast. Another neat thing that was added to the game relatively recently is this brand new beautiful pink cactus flower. This is a really cool flower because of how large it is and the fact that this flower can go on, well, literally any other block in the entire game. You want to make like a weird looking feather duster? No big deal, it's got you. Now, if you want to get your hands on one of these things, you're going to need to build a cactus farm, but your standard old cactus farm will not do. Because of the growth requirements for this thing, if you want a pink flower to grow on top of a cactus, well, you need to not have a block next to the cactus, and then the flower has a chance to grow. So basically, what I'm saying here is, if you want to get your hands on the pink cactus farm, something more like this, or, honestly, if you're just trying to get your hands on as many pink cactus flower as possible, maybe just take a sandy field somewhere and fill it up with a bunch of cactus. In a small simulated sped up experiment here, take a look at how many pink cactus flower I just got. I mean, that's pretty good. The end. Unfortunately, unless you're rocking vibrant visuals, not too much has changed about this crusty, dusty old place. But there is one thing you could do. One of the most powerful, cheaty things that you can do now inside of vanilla Minecraft is take a Happy Ghast and fly yourself right up to the end ship and get the big prize. You don't have to, but in order to make your life a whole lot easier here, it might be time to finally take on the dragon and remove it if you haven't. Now, pretty much our oldest drop that we're taking a look at here in this video is the Pale Garden drop. A drop that added a brand new, terrifying mob with some farmable blocks. Farmable blocks, they're pretty cool looking. If you haven't yet, you should probably build a farm. Now, actually, setting up a resin farm is insanely easy. Resin has this interesting mechanic where it can only generate on pale logs, so you'll need to get your hands on some of those, and in order to make this farm, you'll need a creaking heart block too. Now, the creaking here, it only really exists and allows you to make resin in the dead of nighttime. If we look at a creaking, it does not move. In order to set up our farm here, all we need to do, well, we'll go ahead and start by sandwiching a creaking heart block in between two pale oak logs so this guy summons into the game. After that, we'll go ahead and get you near the wall, look at you, and dig you down into a hole. Now I can smack you, resin will be formed here, and if I look away from you, because you're inside of a hole, if I'm not inside of that hole, you're not going to despawn or go anywhere. One big little pro tip, because you have to do this all at nighttime, make sure you have your area, your base, nice and lit up, or you do this inside of a fenced-in zone. Farming the resin itself, oh, that's super simple. Just break it with your fist, hit the resin guy again, wait for the particles to go away, and that means it'll be able to make even more resin. It's so simple. Honestly, from the bundle to craftable saddles to the brand new harness item, leather is now like the most useful thing in the entire game. Oh, you poor cows. I feel so bad about this one. So this one here, you've got options. It takes us back to our looting 3 sword with that fire name. Or, sort of just like I built in our new live survival series, it's time for the good old-fashioned cow crusher. Now, the Cow Crusher is a design that will unfortunately only work on Minecraft Java Edition because entity cramming does not exist on Bedrock. The design has been pretty much the same for a hot minute now. Essentially, we're going to have a hopper at the bottom going into a chest, a couple of solid blocks around it, staircase on top of the chest so you can, you know, get into it. Inside of this thing on top of the hopper to make sure the cows stay moving, we put a little bit of water. And then you're going to want to patiently lure not 1, but actually 2 cows inside of this thing. Place a fence on top of it, get rid of any extra blocks you might have dropped, and now you just have to breed your cows up. And eventually, once you get more than 24 cows inside of this thing, it'll be up and running. Now, speaking of cows, but also chickens and pigs, inside of this Bring to Life drop, we got a bunch of brand new mob variants for these classic Minecraft mobs. Statistically speaking, these things are basically exactly the same. The chicken does lay a different egg, but it does the same thing. But aesthetically speaking, oh baby, these things are so different. Depending on where you're at inside of your world, it might not be a bad idea to head out into some of these different climate biomes and find some of these brand new mobs. A great tactic to preserve these mobs so they will always be here and never despawn. Put them inside of a boat. If you put a mob inside of a boat, then that mob will never go away. Write down the coordinates and then come back over to these mobs once you have a Happy Ghast. And with your Happy Ghast friend, take a lead, attach that lead to a boat, get on the Happy Ghast, and sail away. Now this year, for the first time since its release practically, piglin bartering actually got a little bit better. If you are super lucky, you've got to be pretty lucky for it, you could actually get a dried ghast from a piglin barter. So that means it might not be a terrible idea to set up a piglin bartering farm. Now, the easiest barter farm that you could set up, in order to build this thing, essentially all you need is a pair of gold boots, a little bit of gold, a piglin, and a boat. Put a piglin inside of a boat, and just like before, it will never despawn. With a piglin inside of a boat, you can give it a piece of gold, wait around a second, and hopefully, fingers crossed, eventually you'll be able to get the dried ghast. Otherwise, you might just want to go out into the Soul Sand Valley and find one yourself. But of course, if you're going to do a little bit of bartering, you're going to need a little bit of gold. Here's a great way to get some. The camel. This thing should be easier to find than ever before. It now spawns all across the desert biome. Get a camel, bring it over to the nether, get onto that camel, and then in a relatively flat and open area, you have to be very careful doing this. Piglin are not very nice at all, but in a flat and open area, go ahead and aggro the piglin. They will come running over to you, and hopefully, it's a little inconsistent, but you can sit on top of a camel. And at least in theory, until you hit them and they bounce up a little bit, they won't be able to hit you. Mojang, oh my god, you've gone ahead and done it, you're beautiful. They went ahead and changed the lead recipe to straight up just string. Also, keep in mind that with string and one piece of leather, you can make a bundle. That means string farm. If you've always been putting one off, it might be finally time. One of my favorite ways to build a string farm is utilizing cave spider spawners like we did in the old guide world. This one is so easy to pull off. Find yourself a mine shaft. Inside of that mine shaft, you're all but guaranteed cave spider spawners. These cave spider spawner rooms are essentially a spawner dropping all the way down to where water flows, pushing all the spiders forward. And then at the front, set up this simple combination of slabs with trap doors and maybe staircases or something. Stand back and, well, take the spiders out. These are absolutely great farms to have inside of your world. Now this next one here, second to last today, it's got a little bit of a condition. If you've already gotten a Happy Ghast, this is going to get way more easy. If you don't have a Happy Ghast quite yet, it's no big deal. Go out into your world and find a village. That is, of course, if you don't already have villagers back over at your base, go and find a village. Or find a different biome village with those cool different villager outfits than what you have back over at your base. Once you've done so, go ahead and get a villager or two or three or all of the whole village. Put your villagers inside of a boat, take the Happy Ghast over to the boat if you've got one, attach the Happy Ghast to the boat, and you're almost good to go. You could then use your Happy Ghast to transport your villagers wherever you want to in the entire world. Or if you don't have one quite yet, come back around to the village once you do have a Happy Ghast. Last things last today, and this is a little bit of a big long-term project. If you haven't done it quite yet, armor trim. We have so many in the game right now. In fact, here's a full video on every armor trim in the game and how to find it. Check it out next. Now that we have the Happy Ghast inside of the game, it definitely is a whole lot easier to explore your world and find any structure that is visible from the land, shipwrecks, desert pyramids, trail ruins if you're really careful with your eye. And well, yeah, you get the point. Just about any structure in the entire game. The Happy Ghast here, it has truly revolutionized exploration and transport all across your world. Get your hands on one of these things if you haven't yet. Then head out on a big adventure to find every single thing in the entire game. And so, once you've done all of that, I guess it's time to wait for the next Minecraft update. If you haven't yet, add one more thing to the list down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Tap like, subscribe. I've got even more videos hooking up for you coming very soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone.